Good morning, good evening, and everything in between. It's your favorite Disney dads here to keep you entertained from rope drop till final firework pop. It's always a good time in this kingdom, so adjust those ears and gather your snacks. And settle in, fellow Mouseketeers, because it's about to get magical. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dadventures Around the Kingdom. Cam, how are you feeling this week?
Buddy, we're 25 days. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry. At the time of this recording, you're 24 days away from Disney World. I'm 25 days away from Disney World. It can't be any better. It's a busy time at work, and what's getting me through it is we got this Disney trip coming up. But today, what's getting me through is we're going to podcast record. And Stevie, we talked a little bit pre-show. We're going to skip the news. We're going to skip the Mouseketeer moments because you have a surprise topic for me today. I hate surprises. I freaking hate them. I'm nervous about this. You told me this. I was gonna be like having some conflictions about today's episode, so I want to jump right into it, my friend.
All right, so we will go ahead and jump right into this. So
your boy is nervous.
So for those that follow sports, March Madness has just come to an end. I will also say I never understood why they call it March Madness when most of the interesting parts of it happen in April. But March Madness has just come to an end and NBA playoffs are beginning. So I figured let's make a bracket, but not just any bracket. I want to put our main man Cam through the ringer with a Disney World bracket, seeing as Disney World is coming up so close for us. So we are going to play a evil genius bracket challenge that I've created for you, Cam, of Disney or That-ney.
Oh God. Okay.
So let me go ahead and bring this up
picking between two things, I'm assuming, and they're going to move on in a bracket.
Yes. And we are going to see what your champion selection is.
I don't like that you're using the word selection. It's just like what's the top? Is it food? Is it rides, characters, meet and greets, like bathrooms? Because I have some bathroom takes, buddy. I got some really good bathroom takes about Disney World.
Well, so let me get into the explaining. So this bracket is broken up into 4 regions.
Okay.
We have the rides region. We have the shows region. There is the food region, and then an extra spicy one just for you, Cam, the nostalgia region.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like this.
And you will be picking, each region has 8 teams or 8 selections.
Okay.
And I have compiled these selections based off of our back and forths, our conversations, past episodes. So there are going to be a few things in here that you have been recorded as saying you are a huge favorite of, or you have great memories of doing this. And it is going to go against some other things that might make you cry a little bit for having to choose between the two.
I want to be very clear on this. First of all, if you're watching YouTube, I did grab a pen and paper because I need to focus up right now. I am notoriously a flip-flopper. I hyperbolize a lot of things. So if I say something's the greatest thing ever, it might not be. So if I did say something previously on the podcast, that is how I felt in that moment. Just fair warning if the listeners are like, well, you said this ride was the greatest ride of all time. My mood changes. I want that to be on the record clear. So this is my bracket as of April 14th, 2026. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can I make a request?
What is your request?
Can we do it region by region? Like stick with all the rides. We'll get a ride champion, then the food, and then we'll see what I like the best. Does that make sense? Or do you want to do all the round ones? We can do all the round ones. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how I was planning on doing it. We're going to go all through round 1.
I am taking notes.
All through round 2, and then going through our final 4 and our champion.
Oh my God. Okay. Did you rank these like how you think I would rank them, like 1 through 8?
Rides. Yeah. I guess the way that I rank these is I took the ones that I've heard you speak the most fondest about, and those got the higher ranking. And then other ones that I know that you are a fan of,
Yeah,
those got a lower ranking. You
got it.
you may have really liked it, but it's not a Cam is gonna always bring this up type of
Got it.
situation.
Oh
But you
my
did
god,
enjoy it.
I'm very excited for this. All right, where are we starting off, Stevie?
Okay, so for round one,
Yeah.
we have our rides region. Coming in at the number 1 seed, Cam.
Yep.
We
Can I take a
have
guess at what you put for this?
sure.
It is all Disney World.
It is all Disney World.
I'm going to assume it's Cosmic Rewind.
Yes, number
Okay.
1 is Cosmic Rewind, going up against the 8th place spot, Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
All right. Sorry, the pause is not because this is chalk. It's Cosmic Rewind. It's going to be Cosmic Rewind over Tiana's. I think I said this to you in the car. Maybe I didn't say it to you in the car. Maybe I said it at work. I like to go wee, and Tiana's is fun. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
3 drops, really fun. I love the story. Not a big fan of the screen use when you're about to go on the last lift hill, but I get why you have to do it for the story where you're shrunken down. I do love Tiana's. I also love Splash Mountain. I get why it's not there though. So I guess I love that ride. Like I like the ride more than I care about what the story is, to be honest, if that makes sense. Like you can switch that tomorrow to a different story and I'd still like the ride, but Cosmic Rewind, the reason I like it more, the roller coaster, the Wii factor, the random song selection is awesome for it. The story is way worse than Tiana's. Like Cosmic Rewind is a very like, yeah, we somehow got this related to Epcot story, but I don't care because I like Marvel and I like that. Again, love Tiana's, but I am gonna go chalk Cosmic Rewind on this one.
No problem. Honestly, that one doesn't surprise me. We're starting off with the softballs here.
Okay.
We're still at wiffle ball bats here.
Yep.
All right, number 2.
Yeah.
At the 4th place spot, Tower of Terror.
Yep.
Going up against the 5th place spot, Test Track 3.0.
Okay. I was about to ask clarifying. So this is legitimately tough. So I love both of these rides. I guess my hesitancy on Test Track 3.0 is I've only ridden this ride twice in my life because it was my last July trip. I like to go wee. You go pretty wee. But at the end of the day, like 60 miles per hour on Test Track, like that's cool.
Yep.
But I can do that in a convertible. Not that I own a convertible. It's got to be Tower of Terror because the queue is better. Test Track is the worst freaking queue in the entire world. No, it's not. That's a lie. That's absolutely a lie. Rock and Roller Coaster is the worst queue in the entire world. But Test Track, I do love. This is tough. I'm gonna go Tower of Terror. I've had more rides on Tower of Terror. I like the random drops selection. I love that you get the whole view of Hollywood Studios. I do like the Wii factor of Test Track 3.0. It might be the best Test Track. And I thoroughly love Test Track 3.0, but I'm going to go Tower of Terror here. So 1v8 Cosmic Rewind over Tiana's and 4v5. I'm going the 4. I'm going Tower of Terror right now, but that was tough.
Okay. Now this one, I can see this one being a little bit more difficult for you. And you can interpret this one however you want, but we have the number 3 seed, Rise of the Resistance, going up against the number 6 seed, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Okay, so obviously, I've at the time of this recording, Muppets has not even been open yet.
Yep.
So we're going off the Aerosmith version. This isn't a question. It's Rise of the Resistance. It's the 3 rides essentially in one. You get so much bang for your buck. You get the simulator-ish scene when Admiral Beck, Lieutenant Beck, one of the I forget what Beck's title is, but he brings you up.
Yep.
You get trapped in the not the laser beam. Oh my god, I'm looking like a bad Star Wars fan right now. The tractor beam, excuse me.
Yep.
You get that jaw dropping moment when you are in the hangar bay basically of the Star Destroyer. Like to this day, like that will still give me like holy crap vibes. Like as awesome as I talked about, as much as I talked about how much I loved Battle of the Ministries queue at Epic Universe, which was the Harry Potter ride, and like that was really cool to step inside the Ministry. And I did love Harry Potter more than I did Star Wars when I was a kid, but Star Wars is now I just appreciate it so much more now.
Yep.
Everything about Rise is just again, it's the motion simulator, it's the queue, the Star Destroyer getting trapped, the little fun. I'm gonna call it kind of a pre-show, even though it's not a pre-show, where like you get the doors cut open after Kylo Ren and General Hux is over you, and then just the fun like trackless ride system. You go also into another motion simulator. I'm gonna go rides because I think Rock and Roller Coaster at the end of the day has the kind of a similar problem to me as Tron. It's too short. You get way more thrill on Tron. I'm sorry, excuse me, on Rock and Roller Coaster with the 3 inverted loops. But yeah, I'm gonna go Rise here. I know I'm going chalk right now, 143, but yeah, I'm going to Rise of the Resistance here.
All right. Not too bad. And then the last matchup of our rides region, we have number 2, Avatar Flight of Passage, going up against number 7, Space Mountain.
Okay, so this is actually super easy. It's Space Mountain.
Doesn't surprise me.
I hate Avatar Flight of Passage. Why did that guy the 2 seed?
That's just a very highly ranked ride, and a lot of people really like it. We've talked about it a couple of times, but I don't think you've ever actually told me that you are not a fan of that ride.
So here's the thing: is I'm so afraid to say that out loud. That's actually I do want to do a Disney hot takes episode. We're gonna bring the first like non-dad in the show. I think when we're gonna do it is with my friend Angela, because my god, Angela has some hot takes about Disney, and I love that for her. I'm very nervous to say this out loud. I think Flights of Passage is a waste of time. I wouldn't wait more than 20 minutes on it. It's fine. James Cameron can like kiss my butt. I don't care about him. I don't care about James Cameron. I don't care about the world of Avatar. It's beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's a screen for me. Like,
I mean,
essentially, I know Star Tours is a screen. But again, I love Star Wars. I don't care about. I get why it's cool. I get why people like it.
Yeah, you're not big on the IP of Avatar.
Yeah, the queue is incredible, but even the ride, no, I'm sounding like a hypocrite now because if that was, holy crap!
I mean, essentially,
the Passage ride system, but you were on Star Wars speeder bikes. This is me hating on the IP because I do think if you made that Star Wars themed, I would love Flight of Passage. Basically, Disney free idea: do Flight of Passage but Star Wars. That's $1 million idea right there.
I mean, just thinking about it, isn't Flight of Passage essentially just a different seating system for Soarin'?
Yeah. I don't care about Soarin' either, personally. Soarin' was really cool in 2006 when it came from California Adventure to Disney World as part of the Disneyland's 50th anniversary. It's very okay. I've
only been on it once.
I would do a lot of things to get Soarin' over California one more time, just for nostalgic sake. Yeah. Because when it first, so I don't know if you know about this history, Stevie, but when the 50th anniversary of Disneyland happened, all the parks celebrated. And one of the things that happened was they brought in like certain rides from around the world. So like they brought in Soarin' over California, which was a California Adventure ride. They brought that to Epcot. They brought the Lights Motor Action Speed or whatever it's called show, Lights Motor Action, I think, like car stunt show to Hollywood Studios, and that was from like Disneyland Paris. So at the time when I was like, so it was 2006, so I was like 10, 11, depending on when we went, probably 11. That was really cool. And then after you go on a bunch of times, I'm like, okay, we're just looking at a big screen sitting on a seat that's really high up. And I get why people love it. It's not for me, man. It's not for me. So I'm gonna go Space Mountain. I will acquiesce to that if Avatar was any other IP, I think I'd be a fan of it more.
Nice.
I
All
do
right.
think it's crazy. If you wait longer than 20 minutes for that ride, I do think you're insane. But I go with God. God bless you. I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum any more than I already have.
No problem. All right. So that ends our rides region. Now we move into our shows region.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know we just ended. Can we go back? I just hated on Flights of Passage. Space Mountain's awesome. Sorry, I didn't really talk about why I picked Space Mountain. Sorry, real quick. Space
no problem.
As I get older, it's breaking my back. I don't care. That's what I'm there for. Again, we're there for the Wii factor. You're only going 20-something miles per hour, but in that dark, it's great. And like at this point, the darkness doesn't really affect me. Like the dark leads to surprises for people.
Yeah,
I know that track like the back of my hand. I know when that big dip is coming. I love it anyway. Just so many good memories. That was one of my sister's favorite rides. Sorry. And like for me, like it was really cool because her last trip she got to go on, she never got to experience it again because she had a pacemaker put in before that trip. So she never got to go on. Like, I boycotted going on it for that one. And I don't think I went on it until the last day of our first trip after she passed away. Because my dad was like, just do it for Marissa. And I was like, fine, whatever. I thought I was like having this big, like, no, I'm not going to do it because Marissa never forgot to do it again. I thought it was being this like, this moment. My dad's like, no, your sister would want you to ride this ride because she loved this freaking ride. And that Space Mountain just holds such a special place in my heart. It's just fun, man. It's old school. Yeah, it's breaking my back now that I'm in my 30s, but I don't care. I'll ride that every time, and I cannot wait for Kylie to get on that one day when she's older. And I would love like a nice picture of me, Kylie, and my dad, because my dad loves that ride too because of how much it meant to Marissa. I want that picture so bad when she's old enough to go on Space Mountain. Hopefully she likes it as much as I do. But yeah, Space Mountain. Sorry, now we can go into food.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I love Space Mountain. Space Mountain is probably like the first roller coaster I ever rode at Disney World, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely on one of my, like, I would definitely say it's one of my must do's. Even though like it's nothing like with everything else that's around now. It's not like, oh my god, amazing, but it's the nostalgia factor.
It's
Space
the best
Mountain,
coaster in Magic Kingdom for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right. We move on to our next region, the shows region.
All right.
At number 1, we have Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Okay.
Going against the number 8, Festival of Fantasy Parade.
Oh, so we're kind of parades in this. Ooh.
The parade is a show.
Ooh, boy. Mickey's does have my boy Donald, and it has the sorcerer's hat, and I love both of those things. I want both tattooed on my body one day. I want a tattoo of Donald, and I want a tattoo of Mickey's hat. I am.
Why don't you get Donald wearing the sorcerer's hat?
Because I don't love the ride I don't love the show that much. The show's good. But I don't like. Then it's clearly like, oh, you have a Mickey's PhilharMagic tattoo. I like Donald Duck, and I like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't love PhilharMagic together, if that makes sense.
So yeah, why not get Donald wearing the hat?
Because then that's a PhilharMagic tattoo, and I don't want a PhilharMagic tattoo.
I guess. I guess
in my ideal head,
I'm
going to get tattoos of Goofy's hat, the Sorcerer's Apprentice hat, and then Donald's blue hat. That's ideally what I'm going to do. But anyway, back to this. Yeah. I actually am going to go upset. I'm going to go parade. I'm not a big parade guy.
Not a big parade guy. Interesting.
I do love the Disney nighttime parades. I love them to death. I'm picking this now, being a dad, how much Kylie loves it.
Yeah.
Watching her light up when those characters come down Main Street USA, or if we're in Frontierland or wherever we're watching it from, like, gives my heart so much joy. And as much as, like, at the end of the day, it really comes down to, like, me not being a big Disney daytime parade guy was like, it's hot. I don't want to just stand out in the sun waiting for these floats of characters. But like at the end of the day, like the floats are awesome. They're always beautiful. There was a parade I loved a lot more as a kid, because when I was a kid, I loved the Disney parades. There was one where I don't know what it was called, but it was around probably like 2003, 2004, 2005, somewhere like that. But there was these big snow globes with characters, and I remember getting the pins for those. But back to Festival of Fantasy, right?
Yep. Festival of Fantasy.
Festival of Fantasy. The song is good. It's a festival of fantasy. That's good. That's a banger. And like I said, normally would just walk right by these parades,
Yep.
but because of how much Kai loves it, it's the joy of watching something that your daughter loves or your child loves. It just excels that more. Mickey's Fellow Magic is fun. Like, it's fun seeing, like, it's the Avengers Endgame effect, right? It's like seeing Donald Duck in Aladdin, in Coco, in
Yep.
Lion King, Little Mermaid. I feel like I'm missing one. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, and they always mix in a couple of like other characters that you normally don't see around the park that'll just kind of like sprinkle in with like the dancing and everything going on, like
yeah,
the
so
Mad
it's
Hatter
fun.
and all that. Yeah,
It's definitely fun. I love that they added the Coco scene. It's fun. But I'm gonna go for the parade because of how much Kai loves it, and it's not because like Kai loves it. It's like half the time I'm not even looking at the parade. I'm like looking at Kai's face to see what she's reacting to, and then I'm looking at the parade just to see, oh my god, it's Anna, and then I'm back to her because I want to just watch her, knowing okay, she's looking at Anna and Elsa, or she's looking at the big princess float kind of thing. So yeah, I'm on parade festival of fantasy.
Okay. All right. Our next matchup, we have at number 4, Festival of the Lion King, going up against number 5, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor.
So it's Festival of the Lion King. As much as Kylie, this goes back on the other way. Like, as much as Kylie loved being Boo in Laugh Floor, and she still talks about that to this day. Lion King literally takes my breath away every single time, even though I've seen it so many times. It makes me cry. The scene where with the 2 birds during "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" That's always like a quick grab Lisa's hand and just we give each other a nice squeeze. You look in her, I look in her eyes, and it's a nice little romantic moment we have. We love that song and we love that show. Timon is hilarious in it. I remember as a kid, back when it used to be in Camp Mickey Mini, which is now where Avatar Land is. Like, I remember they still kind of do, where they pick kids at the end of the show to like go around the circle during the what's Awimawit? Is that what the song's called? The Awimawit in the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion. Is it called The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
What? Yes.
Whatever that song is. Based off me saying the lyrics, you know exactly what song I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like clapping along with like the cool costumes, characters, and like the costumes are beautiful. The performers are always great. I get a kick out of like the woman asking the little girl, usually or little boy, do you know what sound the giraffe makes? And they don't know. And she's like, I don't know either. So I looked it up, and it's the bleeping sound like a sheep kind of thing.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of the little kid being like, oh, I don't know what a giraffe says. And it's probably one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. So yeah, I'm going on the Festival of the Lion King. It is a must-do show for me every time. Laugh Floor is cool. I like the live aspect of it, where it's doing crowd work. As a big comedy fan, I enjoy that. Obviously, this is not the same as going to like see Matt Rife or anything like that. But I respect the Laugh Floor. I'm expecting to see it move over to Hollywood Studios when Monstropolis opens, excuse me, but I'm going Lion King here.
All right. These next 2 matchups might be pretty chalk. But at number 3, we have Frozen, First Time in Forever. Going up against the number 6, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular.
This is actually harder.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Indiana Jones is a badass show. I have so much respect. I love movies. I love TV shows. I have so much respect for, like, I love action movies like Marvel, Star Wars, all that. Obviously, Indiana Jones, I grew up watching those too. So, like, watching these people, like, do these incredible stunts, even though you see them a lot, it's cool. Frozen, I like how much Kai likes it, but I go to Frozen, 1, because Kai and Lisa, my mom, love it, but 2, I don't really care. The sing-along portion is dumb to me. I think it's so dumb. But I love the Historians of Arendelle. They make me laugh every single time, even if they're telling the same jokes. There's always a new joke. I feel like every time I go. So the Royal Historians are very funny. They make that's why I go to that show. It's because I love the Frozen. Man, are we talking about the regular Frozen show, or are we talking about when it's at Christmas time? I'm assuming the regular one. At Christmas time, the only difference is they do the regular show, but then they add some songs to the Christmas special. And
I know the song that makes you cry.
That song makes you cry, and so I'm going Indiana Jones, with the caveat, if this was the Christmas version of the Frozen First Time in Forever, or whatever the show's called, if it was the Christmas version, that might be everything in this bracket. But I'm gonna go Indiana Jones. I'm assuming it's gonna go away eventually, and that's gonna make me really sad. But Indiana Jones for sure. Hopefully they bring back the boulder if they can do it safely.
Wow, I really thought you were going to go with Frozen. I think
I
Katie
do love
thought
the
you were going to go
story.
with
Like
Frozen.
it's badass. Seeing an explosion like in front of you, like it's cool, man. It's sick.
All right. And then the last matchup of this region, we have the number 2, Phantasmic, going up against the number 7, Villains Unfairly Ever After.
I have only seen Villains Unfairly After Ever once. It was very okay. Fantastic is my favorite nighttime show of all time. I would go see that over anything in Disney World, even though I do love Happily Ever After. The only thing that I think would get me to not pick Fantasmic as far as nighttime show came back is if you brought back Illuminations, Reflections of Earth from Epcot.
Yep.
But that's not there anymore. So I am going Fantasmic. I'm going chalk here. It's awesome. It's my boy Mickey. I love Mickey. It's the whole Avengers Endgame complex where you're bringing all these characters from different worlds. I think that's so special, so cool. The boat at the end with all the characters, and then the pop where Mickey shows up at the top of the amphitheater on top of the mountain, basically, and is doing the whole Sorcerer's Apprentice shebang, and then he pops back down and he says some imagination, huh? It's great. There was a time when I was a kid that I would act out with Fantasmic. I remember I had this green like foam wiffle ball bat kind of thing.
Yep.
And I would act out the scene where Mickey pulls the sword out of like the stone thing and like fights off Maleficent dragon form kind of thing. Like it's so stupid, but I have like that memory in my head. But yeah, Fantasmic over Villains Unfairly After. I do recommend going to Villains Unfairly After at least once, because this is a nice little performance. The songs are bangers.
Yeah.
The song that plays when you leave that show is actually on my workout playlist. It's very good. It just has a good beat to it. But yeah, it's Fantasmic. Chalk. Easy.
All right. Now, Cam, we move into a region that I'm actually a huge fan of. We are moving into the food region.
1-8.
All right. So at number 1 in the food region, we have your beloved cheddar bacon soup.
Cheddar bacon soup. Final answer.
Going up against the number 8 spot, Ohana's.
Oh, so hold on. Wait. So we're doing soups and food in restaurants?
It is
what am I picking here? Am I picking having either the cheddar bacon soup from Le Cellier or going to Ohana's and having anything from Ohana's?
Yes.
No, it's still the cheddar bacon soup. I do love
That's
Ohana's.
what I thought.
Hold on. Ohana's breakfast or dinner?
It's your choice.
Dinner is way better than breakfast, so I'm going to pretend that does make it a little bit harder. If you ask me, could I have a full meal of... Hold on. Am I having a full Ohana meal, or am I having one cheddar bacon soup? Or can I have as much cheddar bacon soup as I want?
Cam, you can have as much cheddar bacon soup as you want.
You created
go to
game.
Ohana's.
You know I was going to ask specifics. I want this very clear.
You can go to Ohana's at any time you want and get whatever you want.
Cheddar bacon soup. Final answer. I love that soup, man. I love the soup, but I do love Ohana's. All the meats are good. That pineapple, or not pineapple, excuse me, I'm sorry, the peanut sauce. Oh my God. It's the one time I eat chicken wings is when I go to Ohana's. I'm not a big bone person, but I like dipping that chicken in that thing. Also, the bread pudding is freaking so good. Stevie.
See, now we're
cheddar bacon soup. I can't go. I'm going with it. That's the heart.
The cheddar bacon.
Brain is probably saying I should be going to Ohana's, but I'm all heart. We all know this. I'm all heart, and this is how I'm feeling today. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably wake up. We're gonna go to the train station tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be like, I should have picked freaking Ohana's, but we're going with cheddar bacon soup from Le Cellier.
The cheddar bacon soup beats out the bread pudding.
Yeah. What do we got for 4 or 5, Stevie?
All right. So at the 4 spot, we have, and again, this is at any time that you want to go there and order whatever you want. At number 4, we have the Boathouse.
Okay.
Going up against number 5, the burger pods from Navi?
Burger pods all day, every day. I can get good steaks and good fries anywhere here in Massachusetts. Not anywhere, but I can find a spot. Those burger pods at Satuli Cantina or Canteen, excuse me, you can't get those anywhere else. It's absolutely burger pods, hands down.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm very nervous for this next round for food because I'm assuming one is going to play the 5 seed, which is going to be cheddar bacon soup versus the burger pods. And this might end the podcast because I might have to. But continue on because we'll deal with that when we get there. But 3 and 6.
All right. So next round we have the 3. A meal at any time of your choice. Actually, no. Character dining meal at Topolino Terrace.
So breakfast. Okay. Yep.
Going up against the number 6 character dining meal at Ocker House Banquet Hall.
Oh boy. Let me go through my thinking here. Topolino's the steak. The food is great. The plate is great. I love the steak. I love the characters. I love that it's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy, and they're all in very unique costumes. Ocker House, on the other hand, or however you pronounce it, 'cause somebody's going to correct me on that, is the breakfast is great. I love the breakfast a lot. Those cheesy potatoes, I could eat those all day. But at the end of the day, I'm not a big breakfast person. I obviously go to these breakfast buffets because of the character stuff.
Yeah.
But even back home, like I like going to breakfast like maybe once a month, if that. But like when I'm at home, I eat like a chocolate rice cake with peanut butter or like a bagel or like I don't care about breakfast as much. These are obviously 2 breakfasts, so I'm going to pick one, but it's going to be Topolino's because I think it is my favorite breakfast on property, even though I've waxed poetically about Ocker House. But that steak, man, having steak and like that potato, it's not mashed potatoes, but whatever that potato thing is awesome at 10 in the morning. Then you get a nice skyline ride right to Epcot. I'm going to go Topolino's breakfast on here.
All right. And then the last matchup for the food region, we have at number 2, and you've been raving about this lately, the Jumbo Boardwalk Mozzarella Stick.
Yep.
Going up against, and you know exactly the place you love to go, the Dole Whip.
This is messed up. It's going to be a Dole Whip because as much as I love the Jumbo Mozzarella Stick, it's so much cheese. It puts a rock in your stomach. A Dole Whip has never done me bad. I'll eat the Jumbo Mozzarella Stick even though I'm going to end up on a porcelain throne at some point. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. A Dole Whip has never stirred me in a wrong way. Having a nice sweet treat in the middle of the day. I get the pineapple and vanilla swirled ice cream on top of the pineapple juice. I'm going Dole Whip over the Jumbo Mozz Stick. So the 7 seed. I do love that mozzarella stick, though. I do love that a lot. I'm very excited to eat that and have you guys experience that when we go to Disney next month.
Nice. All right, Cam. We are now down to the last region, and this might be the most difficult region. So before we get into the nostalgia region, I just want to say that everything that I have in the nostalgia region, the way that I want you to look at these topics is you can either decide on whether it's your first memory of it or your favorite memory of it.
Okay.
That's how these will be matched up.
Okay.
So at the number 1, it is a picture with the castle at Magic Kingdom. Again, first memory or favorite memory.
Yep.
Going up against your first or favorite memory of riding the monorail or Skyliner.
I am going to go... sorry, I'm writing it down. I'm going to go picture with the castle. I have 2 pictures I absolutely love. One is me proposing to Lisa at the side of the castle.
Yep.
Another picture is actually a live picture. The live picture slash video is what I love the best of it. Is me, Lisa, and Kylie taking a picture. I think it was our last day at Disney on Kylie's very first trip when she was 14 months old. So this was May 24. And thank God for live pictures, because Kylie's looking at the camera and then she turns and gives me a kiss on the cheek. And then I make like this, oh, faces. It was so cute because no one, like, sometimes we would like, oh, Kylie, give mommy or daddy a kiss or whatever, and she would do it. This was just so unprompted. And the fact that she did that at the same spot I proposed to Lisa, and it was our first trip as parents. I'm going to go picture with the castle over the first monorail Skyline ride or riding. Skyliner first ride. Yeah, that was cool. Monorail, I don't remember my first ride. I do have a favorite monorail ride, though, and that was right before, it was like a year or two before the monorail crashed, and I think somebody died, unfortunately. But you used to be able to, like, ask to sit up front, and I remember we left Ohana's. We had these big, like, pails, basically, like sand buckets filled with shaved ice that you used to be able to get. I don't know if we got it from Kona's or from Ohana's. I know we had dinner at Ohana's, and I don't know if we stopped at Kona's and was like, can we have this dessert to go kind of thing. But there's a picture somewhere of me and my sister. I'm pretty sure that the buckets were green, and instead of eating them with spoons, we were eating it with them with the shovels that came with it. And it's us in the front of the monorail, like coming into, I think, the Magic Kingdom station or the Grand Floridian station. I'd have to find this picture somewhere because it's awesome. So that is my favorite monorail ride of all time. But I'm going to go with the picture of the castle because I'm going to cheat and pick that. I have two really good ones between me proposing to Lisa and then that, like I said, that last day of Kylie's first trip where she gave a kiss on my cheek. I love that picture so much, both of those. So I'm going to go with that one.
Nice. Yeah, I remembered you telling me and being pumped about like that time where you got to ride in front of the monorail.
It's
like,
awesome.
Ooh.
It was awesome. It's so cool. And Skyliner's fun. Like, I don't really like the riding part is I like
Skyliner's okay.
I love the Skyliner. I want to be clear. Skyliner is my favorite form of transportation in Disney World. I like it better than the monorail personally. But what's more fun for me is not just like riding Skyliner. I love seeing what characters I'm gonna get on it, kind of thing. I will get mad if I'm like one away from getting like the Winnie the Pooh one, and all of a sudden it's like, here's Mickey and Minnie for the 80th time. I was like, I want Winnie the Pooh. I haven't gotten them yet. So I do like seeing which characters are going to be on the wrap outside. I do have somewhere, it's out of reach right now, at a camera, but I have my Guardians of the Galaxy Skyliner popcorn bucket. So it is my favorite mode of transportation. I have a better monorail moment over that though, but I'm going picture of the castle. So 4 or 5. What are we doing?
Okay. At the 4, again, either your first or favorite memory, riding the People Mover with Space Mountain down.
Okay, yep.
Or at the number 5 spot, your first time at Disney World during Christmas.
That is tough. That is actually tough. It's cool to see Space Mountain with the lights down. It is cool, but Disney World at Christmas it's the greatest time of the year to go. Just seeing all the decorations, the giant freaking tree at Epcot and at Magic Kingdom, and then you get the Snope coming down for the very first time on Main Street is just magical. The first time I ever went for Christmas too is when they had the Osborne Festival of Lights, which was in the Streets of America, which is technically now I think Galaxy's Edge. I think that's part of Galaxy's Edge now at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Disney World at Christmas is one of the greatest things. And like that very first trip with my family going for Disney World at Christmas is awesome. I cannot wait to bring Kylie and Lisa to that. Lisa's gone to Disney at Christmas twice now. We've been there for like Christmas. Technically, actually, Kylie's been there for Christmas because we went in November and that's when Christmas stuff is up. So actually, Kylie has seen it. I'm thinking more like I can't wait for Kylie to be old enough for us to go to the Christmas party. Lisa went to like the fake Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It wasn't called that. It was just basically an after hours event because it was like still COVID time. Yeah. So they didn't do the full shebang. So I want Lisa to go when they have the full shebang. But technically, I did kind of forget because we didn't go to the Christmas party. So I was trying to think that in my head. Kylie has been there for Christmas season in November and seen the trees. I can't imagine she remembers any of that because she was 2. No. Yeah, she was 2. She was 2 when she went there. No, she wasn't. Oh my God, no, she wasn't. She was like a year and like 9 months basically. So she wasn't even 2 yet. So she has no memory. So I want to go when she actually has like a memory of that. But yeah, Disney World at Christmas.
All right. At number 3, Happily Ever After fireworks show. going against the number 6, Disney World at Halloween.
Halloween is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but I'm not the biggest Halloween guy. I'm going Happily Ever After. I remember the first time I saw it was like probably like a week or two maybe after it opened. We were there for it. Like it was at the point where it was still early enough in the show that there were sales racks with like basically it didn't say R.I.P. Wishes, but it was basically like a Wishes farewell shirt, which was the show that predated Happily Ever After. And I remember being like, holy crap, like I was so mad that Wishes was going, and I was like, oh my god, Wishes who? Like who for like, you know that meme where the guys like turn around to see, like that's how I felt with Happily Ever After. And then they had the show for the 50th, and I forget what the heck that was called, and that was not very good. So I'm glad they brought back Happily Ever After. But I remember that first show of Happily Ever After was awesome. My favorite one was the day that Lisa and I got engaged, though. Just like it was just a big romantic day, and that's a big romantic show about like love and friends and family, and it's awesome. And I just like remember like we were both just like holding hands or like whatever, and it was just awesome. It was just like that was like one of the happiest days of my life at that point. Obviously had some more between us actually getting married and Kylie being born, but at that time, like that show of Happily Ever After, the day we got engaged, when it was just us two, like my parents hadn't been there yet. We had some friends that were at Disney that helped us like take pictures of the proposal, but they were somewhere else in the park, so it was just me and Lisa, and we felt like we were alone amongst the sea of hundreds of people that were seeing the same show as us. So I'm going Happily Ever After.
Okay. And then the last matchup of the nostalgia region at number 2, your lightsaber creation.
Oh, okay.
Going up against the 7th seed, your favorite memory on Kilimanjaro's safari ride.
Okay. This is easy, but I have a cool memory for Kilimanjaro. So, it is the lightsaber creation. One of my favorite parts of that moment was Lisa at the end actually saying like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that was actually worth the $200," because she like really did. She's like kind of being like, "Can't believe we're getting married." Like we just got married actually because we didn't just get married. Got married in 2020, but we're saving up to that point. This was in 2021 when we went on our honeymoon, because at the time when we were booking a honeymoon, everything was closed. Yeah. So like, except for the state of Florida. So like, I guess we're going to Disney World for our honeymoon. So she let me build it. She wasn't the biggest fan of the $200, but seeing me build it, the fact that it wasn't just like you build it and you leave, she didn't realize there was a whole story behind it. And like, they have the lights and they have the Yoda talking to you through the Force, like go on, all this stuff. It's just awesome. And then when they do the 3, 2, 1 activate and you turn your lightsaber green, I just remember being like, yeah, I talk about this a lot. I'm an adult. I know Disney's fake. I know all this is manufactured.
It's the magic.
It's the magic. I let myself succumb to the magic and to like get lost in the story. And I remember when I ignited that LED green lightsaber, for that moment, that wasn't LEDs. That was literally a kyber crystal powering my lightsaber. That I always envisioned having a green lightsaber because I loved Luke's lightsaber in episode 6 of Star Wars. And it's so cool. And I'll never forget Lisa being like, God damn, I can't believe that was actually worth that much money. Like, that was so awesome. Like, I'm so happy we did that for you. So it's going to be my lightsaber creation.
Right. And that ends the first round. So, Cam, we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to get into our second round of matchups. Hey guys, it's Stevie from Dadventures Around the Kingdom, and I just want to remind you all that we are live on social media. So if you have a social media account, specifically Instagram or Facebook, we want to hear from you. For all of those that follow us on the Dadventures Around the Kingdom Facebook page, you get a chance to tune in for exclusives such as our fan interaction voting, our polls that we do monthly, and you get to learn about new things coming down the pipeline. If you're on our Instagram, you get to see fun clips from previous and upcoming episodes. So you'll get to share them with all of your friends, the funny back and forth between Cam and I, or just some emotional moments that we shared. But more importantly, we want to hear from you, the fans. What is it that you all love? Is there a character that we missed? Is there a movie that you can't stop dreaming about? Is there a ride that literally took your breath away? We want to know about it. We want to talk about it. So make sure that you go on our social medias, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, leave a comment, interact with us any way possible, and you might even see your comment on a new episode. We can't wait to hear from you. All right, back to the episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive deeper into the bracket. Cam, are you ready?
I am. I'm probably going to go a little more rapid fire on these, but we'll see. I'll probably end up talking about this a little bit out loud. But just because I did wax poetically about all these originally. But let's see what we got here. Where are we going? Rides first or?
All right. Yep. So we're going to go rides first. So for the second round.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Is this straight up NCAA tournament bracket where like you just move on to the next round? Or is it like, you remember how the NBA used to do, like you used to reseed everybody? Where like if you're the 1 seed, you'd always play the lowest seed?
Yep. No, like this is NCAA bracket style.
Great. So one is gonna face 4 right now.
Yes. So we have number 1, Cosmic Rewind.
Yep.
Going up against the number 4, Tower of Terror.
Both of these have great cues. Both of them have great stories. It's going to be Cosmic Rewind. I kind of said was not the greatest story in the world, but it's good enough. It's Marvel. I like Marvel people. You're gonna have to get over that. It's Cosmic Rewind. Both of them have the weed factor. They both have randomization in them. The songs in Cosmic Rewinds are randomized. The drops in Tower of Terror are randomized. I'm gonna go Cosmic Rewind though, because it's like when I think about buying merch for a ride, I have 4 different things for Cosmic Rewind. I don't have any Tower of Terror, and that's stupid because I love Tower of Terror. I'll probably end up with Tower of Terror shirt this next trip. Don't tell Lisa; she's gonna see it. It's gonna be fine. But no, I'm gonna go Cosmic Rewind over Tower of Terror here.
Okay. And then for the next round, we have number 3, Rise of the Resistance, going up against the number 7, Space Mountain.
I love going we. You're not really going we on Rise of the Resistance. That was not English, whatever. But I'm going Rise of the Resistance here. Again, everything about it is just incredible. It literally is. Again, we talked about the suspension disbelief with the lightsaber. It's the same thing, right? You know you're not an actual Star Destroyer. You know that now. I know that when you're getting captured by the First Order, you're just on a turntable, basically, that just brings you into the show building. But I don't care. You suspend that disbelief. The animatronics, when they are working, are incredible. It has one of my favorite ride factors of if you get in one of the pods that gets lifted up the elevator to go face to face with the AT-AT in the hangar bay. I think it's one of my favorite things. And when you get a not a perfect show, because I've never gotten a perfect show, but when you get like that Kylo Ren
when he's not spinning,
when
twirling,
you have B mode Kylo Ren in the very last scene, it's a freaking awesome animatronic, and it feels like it's there. I also love that. I know I'm said I was gonna have rapid fire these, whatever. The lightsaber coming down from the ceiling, I love that. It's Rise of the Resistance hands down. So Rise of the Resistance.
All right,
Space Mountain.
And now we move into our shows. So for our shows region, second round, the number 8 seed, Festival of Fantasy Parade, going up against Festival of the Lion King at 4th place.
So it's going to be Festival of the Lion King here. Like I said, I like looking at the parade through the eyes of my daughter. That's really cool. But Festival of Lion King, I have the nostalgic factor where I used to go to the show all the time as a kid. I still make it a point to go on this trip, on every trip, excuse me. Kylie enjoys the show, so I still get that whole aspect of like watching the show through her eyes a little bit, but I genuinely love this show, and so does Lisa, and so does my parents. So for me, because the Festival of Fantasy Parade is more like me enjoying my daughter enjoying it, Festival of Lion King is me and also really, 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 truly enjoying it, like needing to make a stop for it. So it's going to be Festival of Lion King here.
All right. And then next, we have at the 6, Indies Stunt Spectacular, going up against the number 2, Phantasmic.
So it's going to be Phantasmic here. I've talked about how much I love this nighttime show. It's also a must do. Like the fact that you haven't seen it yet, like I really hope you guys don't go without us. Like, I really want to be there when you experience Phantasmic for the first time to like debrief it afterwards, because you've never seen like a video of it either, right?
No.
So you're basically, I mean, I kind of
absolutely
spoiled a little
nothing.
bit of it, but you're basically glowing and blind. Like,
The only things that I've seen is because obviously they use parts of Phantasmic, I know, for like a lot of the Disney World commercials and stuff like that, but that's really
you
about
don't
it.
know beat by beat the story that's happening.
No, I've
like,
seen people on Instagram doing the little dance that Mickey does, but
Yeah.
I've never seen the actual show.
No, it's fantastic. It's I cannot wait to like be there and experience it. Like, having Kylie watched it, she had a great time last year. So like, I'm so excited for you guys to see Phantasmic. And if you guys don't like it, please just like don't tell me you don't like it, because I don't. Like, I won't be able to handle that. Yeah, Phantasmic over Indiana Jones, hands down, easily. This next matchup is going to be tough for the championship of the shows bracket, but we'll get to that when we get to that, because we're moving on to food.
We're moving on to food, where we have your cheddar bacon soup going up against the burger pods.
All right, so this should be cheddar bacon soup, but it's not going to be right now. It's going to be the burger pods, because here's the thing: the cheddar bacon soup I only get if I go to Le Cellier. Okay.
Yep.
I don't go to Le Cellier that often. It's I really care only about the cheddar bacon soup there. I really only give a crap about that. The only other time I can get it is if I'm there for Food and Wine Festival, because they have a festival booth that you get the little tiny cup of it with the pretzel rod. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. But at the end of the day, I can get burger pods whenever I want at Animal Kingdom, because I don't need a reservation. I can just get the burger pods with the little veggie chips. I don't have to make this whole show and dance of going to Le Cellier, paying all this money for essentially the only part I really care about is soup. Like, the steak is great. Don't get me wrong. The steak is awesome.
Wow.
But I'm the steak for me is a little extra bonus. I'm going to Le Cellier for the cheddar bacon soup. In this case, I'm going burger pods here just because I love those things so much. And again, you can get them whenever you want.
That one actually shocked me, because you have been on record talking about this cheddar bacon soup like it was cooked by Jesus himself.
Because it is. But like, I'm thinking about like the whole hassle of having to get the cheddar bacon soup as opposed to me just walking to Tuli Canteen. It is just so much easier, and like I said, I can get it any trip because I don't need a reservation. Because the other thing too, with like reservations, like you need everybody else to be on board of like wanting to go to Le Cellier and being willing to spend money to go there. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, yeah, you could go by yourself, and I've been to a restaurant by myself. It's fine, but like, it's easier to go to like a counter service by yourself. It's not as awkward, kind of thing. So, burger pods from Satuli Canteen. That's what I'm going with here. It is the only good thing about Avatar Land. I don't. If you could knock down the entire Avatar Land and just somehow turn these steamed cheeseburger pods into like some other theme, I don't care what it is, like we'd be good. But it's the only good thing that's come out of my life from the world of Avatar.
Shocked. All right. And then we have Topolino's Terrace going up against the Dole Whip.
So I am going with Topolino's breakfast here. I've been on record again. So this is the opposite, right? Because I can get the Dole Whip.
You flip-flop so much.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, but I don't think this is as much flip-flopping though. I don't. Here's my thing. So I just went on about like the whole like hassle I have to go to get a reservation for the cheeseburger soup, right? So I did say that.
The goalpost is moving, Cam.
No, but it's not. No, because I'm thinking about this. I'm not. I can get the Dole Whip whenever I want. Yes, there's some extra work about going to Topolino's, but one, everyone in my family wants to go to Topolino's for that breakfast. Okay, so it's worth the reservation. Two, if you told me you could get the steak from Topolino's versus a Dole Whip, I'm going to pick the Dole Whip. But I get the whole shebang. I get the breakfast. I get the breakfast. I get the characters. So I did think I was like flip flopping here. I'm actually going to say this is not a flip flop. It's the opposite reason, because again, I'm picking the restaurant over. This makes sense in my head. Topolino's breakfast. I'm picking over Dole Whip, even though I love the Dole Whip. It's my favorite snack on Disney property. But if you're telling me, hey, you can either go to Topolino's breakfast and have that whole interaction with characters and the food, all that good stuff, the nice pastries, that chocolate croissant is so good, or just go to Dole Whip, I'd rather get the Topolino's.
So
the hassle, the juice is worth the squeeze to get the reservation and do the whole shebang, getting to Riviera for Topolino's, than it is going all the way to the Canada Pavilion, the worst pavilion in Epcot, just for the soup when I don't really give a crap about the steak there.
So Burger Pods won due to convenience, but Dole Whip loses due to convenience.
Because it's the whole shebang of Topolino's beats out the convenience. Like it didn't like the convenience factor the convenience factor for Dole Whip didn't play as much as a factor as you're giving me the whole shebang with Topolino's. I'm just taking the cheddar bacon soup from Le Cellier. I'd rather the pods than that soup by itself. When it comes to like having to like if you gave me one festival stand where there's cheddar bacon soup and the burger pods, I'm gonna get the cheddar bacon soup. But I'm thinking big picture here, like all the things I have to go through to get Le Cellier. No, I'm right here. I'm so right, and I've never been more right about anything in my life. Topolino's breakfast over a Dole Whip. I hate saying that, but it is true. Moving on. Where are we at? Nostalgia.
Yep. I know I know this bracket is going to cause you to stay awake at night.
I can't wait to have this conversation in the car tomorrow morning with Katie and her. Okay.
All right. So now to the nostalgia region. We have a picture in front of the castle at Magic Kingdom going up against Disney World at Christmas.
So again, it's not just the event taking a picture, it's still like a favorite memory about this.
Favorite memory,
so
yes.
If that's the case, I'm going.
You got a kiss from Kylie or Disney at Christmas.
So I'm going with picture with the castle as a memory. If you're telling me take a picture in castle or be at Disney World at Christmas, it's obviously gonna be Disney World at Christmas. But when we're talking about this specifically, I just need to be super clear. It's because of I'm picking two specific pictures with the castle. It's the proposal picture with Lisa. It's the picture with Kylie giving me a kiss on the cheek. Those memories that I have of those two pictures, especially since I have them in my office at work, like outweigh the entire experience of being at Disney World at Christmas for me. Those are the two moments when like I met Lisa and like we fell in love and had this whole vision of the future. I remember showing her like I would love to have like a daughter one day. Like I've always like pictured myself as a girl dad kind of thing. I'd love to go to the castle and have her dress up as a little princess and go through all the fun stuff and have that cool picture in front of the castle and watch the fireworks in front of the castle. The picture of Kylie is literally her in her like a little Rapunzel dress, and it's awesome. So I'm going with the picture of Kylie kissing me on the cheek / me proposing to Lisa in front of the castle over memories of Disney World at Christmas time. I'm going to do that.
Cam chose family over Christmas.
I did.
This man hates Christmas. And then next we have Happily Ever After fireworks show versus lightsaber creation.
I am going to go with the lightsaber creation here. I talked about like how awesome that moment was after Lisa and I got engaged, but I'm counting the picture was better. The picture and the whole moment of getting engaged was better than that experience of Happily Ever After, because that experience of Happily Ever After was exciting because of everything that happened earlier that day with me proposing. The lightsaber creation, where it was 15 minutes, but it was one of the best 15 minutes ever. Like, it was just, as far as Disney experiences go. And the fact that Lisa even was like, damn, that was freaking cool. It was my first ever time at Galaxy's Edge in Batu. I was going through the whole gamut. I have some sick pictures with me and my lightsaber, the custom lightsaber. I'm going to go with my lightsaber creation at Savi's workshop over Happily Ever After memories.
I can't wait for everybody to listen to this episode and be able to just rewind and hear you, as you said, wax poetically about one choice, and then the next round go, well, I mean, it's all right, and just completely switch up.
Well, when you're putting these up against each other, it's like,
All right. Well, Cam, we are down
pretty poetically about lightsaber creation.
We are down to our Elite Eight.
Okay.
So, for the winner of the rides region, we have Cosmic Rewind going up against Rise of the Resistance. You have been very long-winded about both of these, so I'm very interested to see who comes out on top.
Okay, this is where my whole little like caveat, like this is how I feel as of April, let's say the 14th of 2026 comes into play. I cannot believe I'm doing this. I'm picking Rise of the Resistance. I love Cosmic Rewind, but today I've been in a big Star Wars kick the last couple weeks because I've been getting really excited about the Maul animation show, and it's a banger. It's so good. The first 2 episodes came out last week, and it's awesome. I'm reading a Star Wars book currently, and it's maybe one of the best Star Wars books I've ever read at least in a long, long time. I read a lot of Star Wars novels, and this is one of the better ones ever. We got Mandalorian and Grogu coming up. And I know there's some Marvel stuff happening too, but not really. I can't believe I'm doing this because I Cosmic Rewind is
What an
probably
upset.
it's probably my favorite ride. Cosmic Rewind is my favorite ride at Disney World.
Yep.
But I do think Rise of the Resistance is the best ride that I've ever ridden in the entire world because of everything it encapsulates. So should I be picking my favorite ride here, which is Cosmic Rewind? Probably. But I'm going to pick Rise of the Resistance because right now, today, it actually might be my favorite ride because it's just such a big Star Wars mood right now. And it's just a big Star Wars swing. Like, I know Daredevil is happening on Marvel, but again, we're not talking about the Guardians characters here. So I'm going Rise of the Resistance is the champion of the ride bracket going to the Final Four.
Wow.
And I'm not doing that just for fun. Like, I am in a big Star Wars kick the last, month, and I'm always in a Star Wars kick. I want to make that really clear. I'm always just my brain when I'm not thinking about my family and work, whatever, is just a loop of Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney stuff. So Star Wars is always on my brain, but right now I'm so excited that I'm going to go see another Star Wars movie in a theater so soon, literally about a month and a week from now. So Rise of the Resistance.
I would have never thought Star Wars would beat Marvel in Cam's eyes.
They're both neck and neck. It's just right now I'm on a big Star Wars kick, and I said, I do think Rise of hands down. This isn't me being flip floppy. I've been pretty clear that I think I've said Cosmic Rewind is my favorite ride, but Rise of the Resistance I do think is the best ride ever. But right now, me picking between the two, the best is outweighing my favorite right now just because I'm in such a good little Star Wars mood right now.
Okay. No, nothing wrong there. I am wow. All right. For the championship in the shows region, we have Festival of the Lion King going up against Fantasmic.
I am going Fantasmic here. I've loved that show. I've talked about how much I love Lion King as well. But I think Fantasmic, they're both must-dos, don't get me wrong, but Fantasmic just has always taken my breath away ever since I was a little kid that saw it, because you get the whole Lion King is very nice, but it's not as magical as watching Fantasmic. Fantasmic, as a little kid, is just a truly, truly, truly magical experience, especially when you're young and they just pop out of the boat, and as an adult, you see exactly what they're just coming out the door. Sorry to get out the door, but the lights go down quick enough for a second, and all the characters are just on basically the Steamboat Willie boat is just so freaking cool when you're a little kid, and that magic is there. I love the updates they did to the show, adding Frozen and Moana. It just makes it even better because I don't really care about Pocahontas as a movie. I just never have, as much as I love Moana and Frozen. Those are the kind of movies I'd rather watch than Pocahontas. Yep. So having those incorporated to the show, I think Pocahontas is still in the show. It's just way better. It's not racist, which is awesome. I freaking love that it's not racist. That's so cool. But it Fantasmic is such a better show for what it is now with the updates. So as much as I love Lion King, I apologize, but it's going to be Fantasmic.
Okay. All right. Champion of the food bracket, the Burger Pods versus Topolino Terrace.
I am going to go with Topolino's breakfast, and it's because of the whole shebang. So I know, yes, the cheeseburger pods are easy to get. I don't care how hard it might be to get the Topolino's breakfast. Sometimes it is worth everything you're doing for it, especially you get the characters in those 4 really unique costumes. For me, it also probably helps that I love the Riviera. It's my home resort, so I always have that special connection to it. We typically stay there for the most part. We stayed there the last. Kai's been there all 3 trips that she's been on. No, I'm sorry. Actually, one trip she did stay at the boardwalk. So this is actually, when we stay at the boardwalk this May, there'll be her second time staying at the boardwalk. But it's so sick to just be able to go up the elevator to that restaurant when you're staying at the Riviera. It's so cool. You get that beautiful view of the whole Epcot area, basically from the very top of the hub there at Topolino's breakfast. So again, burger pods, it's very convenient to get them, but the joy that Topolino's getting over Topolino's reservation gives me, seeing those characters in those 4 unique costumes, the pastries, the steak, the whole shebang with Topolino's outweighs the burger pods for me. So I'm going Topolino's breakfast.
The burger pods convenient Cinderella story comes to an end. All right. And then for the champion of the nostalgia region.
Yeah.
Pitcher with the castle at Magic Kingdom. So your engagement and a Kylie Kiss pitcher going up against your lightsaber creation. You created both. Which one are you going with?
It's the picture in the castle. Because the lightsaber creation was a really cool moment. Like I said, it was our honeymoon trip, but nothing will ever top that moment of proposing in front of the castle. And then, like I said, that Kylie Kiss picture just gives me all the feels whenever I see the live video of it. It's awesome. So I'm going with those pictures in front of the castle with family. And in just in a larger sense too, like I've been talking about those 2 pictures, just like I have so many pictures of me and my family throughout the years in front of the castle. So it's like I'm looking at one right now where the sky's completely white because it was a cloudy day, but I have this awesome picture from my very first trip in 2000 where it's me, my mom, my dad, and my sister in front of the castle. And it's really like, it means so much. I was like really happy. I was like, Mom, can I please have this? Like, I know this is at your house. Like, I would love to have some else. She was absolutely sweetie. Like, take it. So I have that in front of me. And it's just cool seeing, like, when you go to Disney as many times as I have, where we've gone 33 times, like, there's only one trip where I haven't been to Magic Kingdom. It was my trip last July when I went for memory vacations, where I went to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. But every trip I've been on, except for that one, I have a picture in front of the castle or on the side of it or wherever it may be. And just seeing like the years, like seeing like me grow and my sister grow. And then there's the trip that my sister wasn't there. And like that sucks. But then there's the trip that happened before that, where it wasn't just us that was there, but it was my sister's best friend, Kelly, who's like a little sister to me now, like after she passed away, having those. And then, oh, here's me and Lisa's first trip to Disney together. And we're like, I did the whole couple thing where I was the one buying the matching couple t-shirts kind of thing. Cause I was so excited to like bring the love of my life to Disney. And then we have the proposal picture and now family. It's just so cool. So I'm going with all the memories involved with getting a picture in front of the castle over my lightsaber creation, as much as I love that lightsaber and as much as the Star Wars mood I'm in right now.
All right. And that brings us to our final 4, the epic final 4. Rise of the Resistance.
Yep.
Topolino Terrace.
Yep.
A picture in front of the castle at Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
And Phantasmic.
Yep.
All right. So, to find out for the championship round, Rise of the Resistance versus Phantasmic.
I am going to go with...
I saw that pause. You were so sure until you got
I was ready to go.
sentence.
I was ready to go Rise of the Resistance. I am going to go with... oh my god, I'm going to go with Rise of the Resistance.
You think? I need a final answer, Cam. The way you've been talking about Phantasmic and how amazing and magical and phenomenal it is.
But Rise of the Resistance is magical too. Like I said, you're given the disbelief, like giving into the magic of being like literally in a Star Wars movie is really cool.
Versus the Crown Jewel nighttime show.
My favorite show on Disney property. I'm going to go Rise of the Resistance right now.
Wow.
I'm not happy about it. I want this very clear. I'm not happy about it.
Wow.
This is going to keep me up at night that I said this. I'm just sticking my guns. I'm going to go with Rise of the Resistance, but fantastic. That is not fun. That was actually mean that you just did that to me.
Hey, I just made the bracket. You brought these two together.
Man, I'm really upset with that. I'm not, because it's Rise of the Resistance is awesome.
I was shocked when Rise beat Cosmic, but Rise to beat Phantasmic? Who is this underdog?
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Rise. I feel confident. I'm not going to be mad about picking Rise over this. but I might have second thoughts. But I'm going Rise of the Resistance.
All right, I'll be prepared tomorrow morning during our drive when you tell me. You know, I thought about it, and I feel like I should have went with Fantasmic.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm a Hollywood Studios boy, right? Like I love Epcot, obviously, but I've always said like Hollywood Studios is probably my favorite parks, and I understand Hollywood Studios sucks as a park, but it has one of my favorite rides, and it has my favorite nighttime show, hands down, kind of thing. So like I feel good about that pick. I feel good about Rise of the Resistance. It is the best ride in the world. So like me having this debate, like Fantasmic isn't the greatest show in the world. It's just my favorite. Like, there's got to be another better show than that. There has to be a better show.
Well, that's why this is Cam's bracket. This
right.
is
but like Rise of
Cam's bracket
is probably the best ride I've ever been on. The only thing that like
now you've said the same thing about Cosmic Rewind.
I'm breaking news right now. No, I've always said Cosmic Rewind is my favorite ride, and I get why it's people's the best ride. I'm breaking some news. I'm going to Disneyland in June. I'm very excited. I'm going to Disneyland in June. I got this great opportunity through Disney with Memory Vacations that I'm going to go for a training in Disneyland. The only thing that I could see, like I'm very curious to see how like Radiator Spring Racers compares to Rise of the Resistance for me, because I love the movie Cars. I love Pixar in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was breaking news. I haven't really posted about that yet, that I'm going to Disneyland the month after Disney World, and I'm going by myself, which is crazy. But I'm very excited for the opportunity. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. But I'm very excited to see, like, will Radiator Springs Racers be my favorite ride at Disneyland, or will my favorite ride at Disneyland still be Rise of the Resistance since they have the same one there? Because I might, maybe something like the Matterhorn comes out of not come out of nowhere, because Matterhorn's a great ride. Maybe Matterhorn is my favorite ride. Maybe Pirates is my favorite ride, because the Pirates there are supposed to be way, way better than the one in Disney World.
The main thing I want to do was Incredicoaster.
Sure, I can't imagine an Incredicoaster is gonna overrule Rise of the Resistance for me. I don't know. I could be very wrong on that. But they do have Rise of the Resistance there. That is probably the best ride at Walt Disney World, in my opinion. And they obviously have a Disneyland, so I'm excited to see, like, if anything at Disneyland could topple that, basically. And off the top of my head, maybe Radiator Springs Racers will, just because it has the aspects of Test Track that I like. It's Cars themed. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, more on my Disneyland trip later. We're going to be talking about that probably sooner rather than later, but I'm very excited for the opportunity. I'm very thankful to my bosses in Disney for letting me go on this nice little training, and it's going to be great because sorry, I know we're kind of going from the bracket, but like,
no.
I love being a travel agent. I love planning these trips. It's hard for me to plan a Disneyland trip because I haven't been there since 2003. So this will be my second time ever. It's basically my first time ever because I don't remember much. I always joke around. I remember that Goofy was extra nice to me at breakfast because my mom's friend from work, her son was friends with Goofy, if you get what I'm saying. And Goofy was very extra nice to us at Goofy's Kitchen for breakfast. So I have that memory. And the other memory I have is I got lost in between like Matterhorn and the Alice in Wonderland ride for like 6 minutes. And that was the scariest 6 minutes ever. But I got a Mickey popsicle out of it, or like a Mickey bar out of it, because the cast members were really nice. That's all I remember out of Disneyland ever. So I'm very excited and very thankful for the opportunity, but also like to really get training experience and hopefully be able to help plan Disneyland vacations for people. Because I want to be able to, like, I want to practice what I preach. I feel weird planning a Disneyland vacation when I don't remember the place. I can't give you a good food recommendation. I can't talk about it like the back of my hand with Disney World. So having 4 days in Disneyland to like learn, study, and experience it is going to be like really helpful and beneficial for me as a travel agent. But anyway, the reason I brought that up is because I said Rise of the Resistance is the best ride ever. I'm curious to see if anything can top that at Disneyland. We'll see.
All right. And then for the other side of the bracket, to see who's going to the championship, we have Pitcher with the castle at Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
Going up against Topolino Terrace.
It's the picture with the castle. Again, it's the family aspect. Like the Topolinos is obviously family too. Like it's awesome. Like literally Kylie asks to see a picture and a video every night. And the picture she wants to see she wants 2 pictures. Is Donald Duck, Vavá, which is Grandma and Grandpa in Portuguese, and Kylie with Donald Duck at the last time we went to Topolino's, and then she wants to see the picture of Kylie, me, Lisa, and Donald Duck. For some reason, she wants that. So there's obviously great memories at Topolino's, but at the end of the day, it is food, and I love food, don't get me wrong, but I love my family even more. So that experience of the pictures throughout the years in front of the castle with family, loved ones, friends, all that good stuff.
Yep.
That's my number. That's what I'm picking for there.
All right. And that brings us to our championship, where we have Rise of the Resistance going up against a picture in front of the castle. Who wins it all?
It's the picture in front of the castle. It's why you go to Disney World, man. Like I love the rides, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, the magic of Disney, the reason I keep going over and over and over again, the rides are fun, the food is fun, but it's who you're there with, right? And the picture encapsulates all that, right? So for me,
yeah,
it was cool and interesting to go to Disney World by myself essentially last July. Like I know I went to travel agency and I knew some of the travel agents that I worked with Memory Vacations, but essentially like the park days I was there, when I went to Hollywood Studios and Epcot, I went by myself, which is fine. That's what I chose to do, kind of thing, because I was just go. I wanted to get content and experience all that good stuff. But you're the best parts of Disney is going with the people you love, for sure, right? And getting those pictures and those memories. Obviously, I lost my sister when I was 19, when she was 17, so you never know when you're gonna have that last trip with somebody. So getting that picture has always been more important to me. So as much as I love the rides, like I said, I love Rise of the Resistance. I love going on the rides. I love the food. For me, it's all the in-between stuff that goes into going with the people you love, your friends, your family, all that good stuff. Like I'm so excited to be with you guys in May. I'm obviously excited to be with Kylie and Lisa, and my parents are going to be there, and some family friends, the Barriers, are going to be there too, and getting to hang out with your brother and his girlfriend too. That I got to hang out with from time to time when we do our fancy basketball draft. Like that's always good. That's going to be fun. So for me, at the end of the day, like Disney is nostalgia. It's the memories. It's the safety net. I feel like when I'm at Disney and all that good stuff. So that picture in front of the castle, the memories associated with the picture in front of the castle, more so than the act of taking a picture, is going to beat out Rise of the Resistance.
All right.
There we go. That was bad.
The castle.
So real quick, just to debrief, because this episode's going long and I want to end it because I need to go to bed. I'll give you the matchups that were toughest for me with Cosmic Rewind and Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And then cheeseburger or cheddar bacon soup over the burger pods was tough in the second round, and Phantasmic and Rise was very difficult. The picture in front of the castle was probably the easiest pick all the way, and that it makes sense why it was the number one seed. It went all the way down. It was the Michigan of this bracket, so that's off to it. But yes, Stevie, that was real quick. Stevie, shout out to you. You took time and effort to create this, like kept it in the dark for me. Because I said this morning when we were in the bus or the car when we were going to the train station, like, crap, Stevie, we usually have a topic picked out by now. We didn't have one picked and we're recording tonight. And you're like, oh no, don't worry, I already took care of it. It's a surprise for you, basically. And you gave me a little hint that it was gonna be a this or that kind of thing, but like that was it. So I thought we were just gonna give you like you were gonna give this or that. I didn't realize it was gonna be a full on bracket, which is sick. So props to you, shout out to you for putting this all together. Do you have this in bracket form so I can like see what I did?
Do. I have this in bracket form. Obviously, like I was marking it all up on my iPad.
I need a screenshot of this, please.
I have a full like, and stuff. Yeah, I have a full graphic that I could text you right after this.
Do that because I want to be able, like tomorrow morning when we're in that car ride going to the train station, I want to be able to like argue about this some more. So this is gonna be great. But, shout out to you, Stevie. This was great. Shout out to all the listeners for listening to this. Hopefully you're having fun with me. I had a great time. This was a great little thought exercise that I liked.
Yes, this was tons of fun, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, Cam, because we have Disney World coming up soon, so we got to get in that mind state.
Oh yeah, baby.
I know you probably never leave, but
it's never gone.
It's time to really ramp it up.
Let's do it, buddy. Awesome, buddy.
Yes. So with that, thank you all for listening. Remember, follow, like, share, comment. But we are signing off. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun listening to us. So as always, have a wonderful day, a lovely weekend, and as always, keep it magical.
See ya. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Dadventures Around the Kingdom. You can listen to the pod on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can also find us on our Instagram at Dadventures Around the Kingdom. If you have any ideas for future episode topics you'd like to hear, be sure to DM us on Instagram or email us at datkpod@gmail.com. Again, that's datkpod@gmail.com. If you want to follow our host Stevie on Instagram, you can do that at StevieJanko. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can also do that by following at Magical Vacays by Cam. That's my travel agency page if you're interested in booking Walt Disney World or Disneyland vacation at no additional cost to you. feel free to DM me on there so we can definitely talk and I can get you a free, no obligation quote. Again, thanks for listening to Dadventures Around the Kingdom. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.